Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio. I believe I found out what was going on. I talked a pretty big game in the last episode, pretending like I knew what was going on, but it wasn't that. It was something else. As I'm watching this, I'm looking at the electricity bar over on the right-hand side, underneath the combinator. And, let's see. It's not going to do it, is it? It's like that physics experiment. If we sit here and observe it, it won't happen. It'll do it. It's doing it now probably, but as we look at it, it's not going to happen. Anyhow, what I was observing earlier, and I actually saw it happen. If you look at this, you can see these peaks. These are our mining drills, and you know, things like that. And I think what's happening is when we hit one of these peaks, we're actually browning out. And I was watching this combinator earlier, and I saw it go yellow. And I'm thinking that is messing with the counts and causing those things to clog. We haven't had a problem yet. Well, as I was going through and fixing things, I noticed it was happening in several other places. But I think that's the problem. I think that's what's causing it. It's a power issue that these combinators are just going nuts whenever we run out of power, basically. And that's it's fixable. We have everything we need right here in these little baskets to get that fixed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we will. So yeah, I think we need to go ahead and get that reactor set up and running to get us a little bit more power. I don't know how many tanks we need. We're gonna get extras though, as well as pumps. And we're gonna need water, so we're gonna need stuff for building offshore pumps. We need green circuits for that. Do we have any of that in our boxes? Right here. And that can make 18. I think we'll get by with 10. Let's see. Maybe grab some pipe. And let's see. Let's grab some of these. Have them on our inventory. And I think that's all we need for now. Okay, so we need to start building some stuff down here. I wanted to do Kovarex. That is something we will do. However, I think we've got a little bit more of a power situation that we need to deal with here first. I think I want to do Kovarex like here. And we're not going to make it this big. What I'm doing is actually spacing out some space for it. We'll have that all open area here. And we will start making our nuclear fuel about right here-ish. And I'm pretty sure that's made in a regular assembly machine, right? Yes, it is. We just need uranium, and iron plates. Iron plates. Iron plates. Iron plates. Crafting speed 2. Does it say how long these take to make? 3.5. And a crafting speed of 2 means that we can make one of those in 1.75. Okay, so we need, we'll round that up to 2. And, that means that basically just one of those could support that machine if we were to do a little bit of creative stuff here. And I am all about the creative stuff. Why do we not have any uranium? where you don't have any uranium because you're sitting in the station. Because you are... Because you have 42 barrels. And we have that to equal 0. So we need to switch that to a just plain less than 0. Let's override your stack size to 1. So that... Well, I guess it doesn't matter now. Since we've made it to where it's less than 0. That means it's, you know, that makes sense. Makes sense, right? We had it set to be exactly 40. We had 42 barrels in there, which was setting it off. So by turning that to less than 0, that'll make it active all the time. All right, sorry, a little distraction there. Just we were sitting here and it wasn't glowing green. Okay, so let's see. We can... We could do like this. You know what? That doesn't need to be anything special. That can be yellow belt, except that it can't be. Put that on one side of a belt. And then we can nab some coal off of this line. Got my inventory full. And, let's see, steel furnace, we can go ahead and request one of those. And, that'll bring that to us, and then we can just direct feed the iron into here. Completely and totally practical. Alright, that's going to be the Kovarex stuff, and, we're going to need some of you coming out. And we'll have... You guys are going to have to somehow end out on this belt, which will be our 235. Let's see, can we get this on the other side? Of course we can't. Why would we be able to do that? More junk. Okay, keep you there. That will be the 235, which will feed into here. You'll feed in, you'll feed in. And we may have to reorganize this later when we get the Kovarex stuff going, but for now, this will work just fine. And you're actually going to be exporting out, but I think yellow is going to be fine. You'll send out to that. All right, which will go to our reactors. Our reactors, which we will build down here somewhere. All right. I had some good nuclear blueprints. All the ratios and everything were perfect, and I unfortunately have lost those. But that's okay, because I wanted to do something a little bit different with these anyway. Okay, we're going to have nuclear fuel coming down. We're going to want to split this. Somewhere. Probably not up here. Yeah, I don't know that it makes sense to have that there. I think we want it a little bit further up so that we can do the stuff down there. Okay, so with a 4-reactor setup, 2x2, we're going to need 48 exchangers and 83 turbines. Let's see, 48 would be, it'd be a group of 12 exchangers, or 6. See, that would be half of them. Okay, so we could do like that setup and run the heat exchanger down the middle. Oh, we can get it even more compact. I like that. I haven't done a manual nuclear setup in a very long time, since I created my blueprints for it. And this doesn't need to go any further. This can stop right there. And then we would need 20 turbines, basically. And actually, you know what? We don't even need to do that, because we can pipe out the steam and do whatever we want to it. This is a distraction and needs to go away. Did I ever get my stuff? What did I ask for? I asked for a steel furnace. Did I ever get that? Am I in robot range? I guess that would be the next question. I'm not. Okay, so that's why I'm not getting anything. Because I could use some more pipe as well. Okay, anyhow, we don't need it. We don't need it at this point in time. So this is like a unit that will take in heat, take in water, and produce some steam. Can we do something like... No, we can't. We could feed it from the bottom, however, like that. Something like that. Okay, and I think that would make sense. So that is our 1 unit of these things, which should be 12, and it is. Okay, and then we're going to need 20 turbines, a unit of 20 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoa. All right, so we may have space issues after all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that is a single unit of those. Okay, and that is a single unit of reactor. I don't need to blueprint that. Okay, so reactors are reactors are reactors. There's nothing really interesting or special about them. They just need nuclear. They just need nuclear stuff. And I guess I could belt, but I'm thinking going against it. We may even have like our own like little nuclear network down here where we take care of all this. But we do want this configuration because it's just compact and it gets maximizes the bonuses for a 4-reactor setup. This one right here, I think we actually do want to blueprint that. And we need 4 of these. It's I want it to line up at least a little bit. So that, and that. So that right there, and that right there will work as far as that is concerned. And water pumps. Let's grab some landfill and just flatten this out a little bit, since we do have a factory up here. And I may just run up here real quick and grab some. Oh, I've got plenty in my inventory. Well, maybe not plenty, but I have some in my inventory. Let's come up here and just grab this pipe while we're here. I'll let you guys do your thing. All right, and let's see if we can smooth that out there. Pumps right here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's not beautiful. I will say that. It's definitely not beautiful. All right, so that should fill up our water needs. We need to get some more heat pipe. And connect you guys all to the reactors. We're at a heat pipe. All right, those will need to kind of come out and down so we have enough room to get some logic in here. Okay, so let's think about this for a second. We're going to need a requester chest. A requester chest and a passive provider. Probably an active provider, but we'll leave it as a passive one for now. You're going to go in, you're going to go out. You are going to request nuclear fuel, maybe 5. Seems reasonable. And you are going to send out the spent nuclear things. All right, what we need to do is work up a little bit of a steam reserve. I think I want to do that, something like this. You know what? Maybe not even that much. Maybe just 2 tanks for now. And we'll hook up those to these tanks. Then I want a bit of a network going up like this, but not for electricity. Although it will have electricity. We're gonna use that to run wires, basically. Because we're going to want to hook up these tanks. Oh, those connect weird. And we want to hook that up to you and to you. All right, so the idea here is that we only want to, I mean, so just a little bit on my philosophy on nuclear power in Factorio is I usually overmake it in such a grandiose fashion that I never need to control this. But I thought it may be interesting to go ahead and just do that. It's Impractical Factorio, right? It's completely impractical to worry about this nuclear fuel, but we're going to do it anyway. So we're going to hook up a system so that where we only going to insert fuel when we actually need it. So we're going to keep a reserve of steam. These guys are going to generate steam and put it in these tanks. They're going to be like batteries, basically. And if we're running out of steam in those tanks, then we're going to turn the nuclear reactors on. If we're not, we can let them rest and just conserve fuel. So that's going to be the idea. So whenever this uses up, we are going to have an empty there. So we only want to remove that empty whenever the count of steam is less than some threshold value. Actually, you know what? Let's not do it that way. Let's do this with a decider combinator instead. And the reason why will be apparent here soon. Okay, so we're going to plug you into that, and then you're going to come up here and go out. And you are only going to pull out when some variable, let's say S for steam, is greater than 0. That's when you're going to pull out from here, pull out the empty from here. And we're going to say if steam is less than some threshold, let's start out at 10,000. Output, what do we say? S? Just a 1 S value. Make sure that's hooked up so that it's working. So S should be coming out on this line right now since, yes, output signal S. So this is ready to go because we have less than 10,000 steam. And then we go to this one, and wait a minute, we come back to here, enable, disable, S is greater than 0. When steam is less than that, we're going to get the S signal. So that will enable that one. We're also going to read the hand contents. And this one is going to set to read those hand contents. So when we get a value of that greater than 0, we're going to enable this one, which brings that in. Okay, and I'm looking at this. It needs to be a completely independent network. So you need to not hook up to that. You need to hook up to that, and this one needs to be a different colored wire, because that the talking between these two, this guy is waiting on a signal from this guy. We don't want it to fight with some other signal coming, which is why we're doing that. All right, that looks like it'll work. Do I have an open blueprint? We can get rid of that one. So you will be the same. You will be the same. You will be the same. All right, so then we just need to hook up our green network to the ones that are outputting. So you need to be hooked up to there. The outputter and the outputter. All right, and I believe that'll get us taken care of. Did I ever get my steel furnace? I did. It's right here. Yeah, so that will just reach in like that and feed that directly. And this will come down and go in like that. And we'll have our uranium-235 coming in like that. The fuel cells will come into a chest, a passive provider chest, that we only want to enable when there's uranium is less than 100, say. And that will have a miniature little robot network in here that will take care of just these guys. And I don't want that to connect. So can we get it? We get it where it gets those. Just enough room. Just enough. Just enough to have this in there and be in its own little network. And not be hooked up to the bottom or the top. And still grab those chests over there. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, well, in the next episode, I want to lay out some turbines on this side, and we'll get this hooked up and good to go. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next episode. Have a good one.